Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Crew 2. It's finally here. Been waiting for this game for a while. I actually had the beta for a while, never got around to play with it. But regardless, the full game is out. I didn't get the gold edition. I mean, $100 is just a lot of money to spend on a game. However, I did go with the deluxe edition. That's like $10 more than the standard game. So we have a little bit of DLC content there. With that said, I went ahead and started going through pretty much all of the stuff. You can see I have the off-road vehicle already here. The game is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. Let's go into our map here, zoom out, and you can see what we have. I've already taken care of all the intro stuff, so we can literally jump right into races. So the Crew 2 is a little bit different than the Crew 1. Now, the Crew 1, the first one, was really cool. I loved the map. It was a lot of fun, but it just never held my interest long enough to continue playing the game. Like it became a rock. I just never played the game, unfortunately. I'm hoping this will have a little bit more longevity in it, especially the fact that we have 3 different types of racing. We have, well, not just 3 types, but we've got Rally Raid, which is kind of like an off-road. We've got street racing, power boats, and then we have airplanes. So that's something totally new. And, me being a pilot, I really, really, really enjoy airplanes, and it's really cool to see them represented here. Another thing before we jump in, we're going to start off with power boats here in the Pacific Coast. Before we jump in, is that these are licensed vehicles. Even the airplanes and the boats and stuff are all licensed. It's really cool to see that. Let's jump into Pacific Coast. And we're going to travel to it. We're going to set the waypoint if we wanted to drive there manually, but we're going to travel. We don't want to waste all that time. The game is still an open world game where you can do
racing
pretty much
on the
anything.
Ocean's not like racing on rivers and lakes.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
got to fight the waves, but
check this thing
if you learn
out.
to use them, they can be your friend. Then you can ride them to victory.
So the physics of the boats, not too shabby, honestly. Not too shabby at all. All right, go to the starting grid. That's what we're going to do, because we're going to be racing these guys here shortly. All right.
1.
Let's shut up and race. Now you can see we have...
But please don't flip the boat.
Okay, I'll try not to flip the boat. Oh, I noticed I just crossed into his wake, and it was really rough when I did that. Now you can hold back on the left stick here, and we're trimming the boat. It's really cool to see they modeled boat trim in there. It's an arcade-style racer, so you can't expect realism when it comes to these things, but it's a fun arcade racer. It's gorgeous, absolutely brilliant in those regards. I'm gonna follow these guys around this way. You don't want to spend too much time in their wakes, I've noticed. It can really disturb your race. All right, let's use a little bit of nitrous here. Get a leg up on Ricardo. But you do want to save your nitrous towards the end of the races sometimes, because you never know if you're going to make a mistake at the end. You might run into something like that. Let's check out the views here. We got different camera views we can go to by hitting right on the D-pad. And look how beautiful this game is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, we're hitting his wake. That is so cool. Use a little bit of nitrous here. I'm gonna use half so we can still regain some when we need to.
Jesus, you're walking on water here.
Walking on water, you know it. Had to slow down a little bit there and use a little bit more of our nitrous there. Okay, we're still leading right now, so that's good. Ooh, look at the big old carnival ship. That's awesome. So basically, in the game, you are trying to do what most of society today is all about. Getting followers, social media following. It's pretty much like what's evident in the Forza Horizon series. You've got, hey, get out there. We want you to be the best racer in the world. All right, dude. Careful with that guy. I'm going to save my nitrous because I have a feeling they're going to try some stuff here at the end. Go around this way, maybe? They went the other way, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Full nitrous out of here. Oh, he's right there. Hold it back. Hold it back. And you also win money, credits after the end of the races, but it looks scarily very similar to a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. It looks just like it. But as you can see, the game is always live. So like right now, we have full control of the vehicle after the races. Oh, we got loot for that.
Sure, it's going to come in handy.
Sure, it's going to come in handy. Get that loot.
Hear that beeping? That's your radar going on.
Okay.
Which means there's a live reward nearby that
So you can see we get some upgrades to our vehicles.
The closer you are, the faster the beeps. See if you can find it.
The faster the beeps. It's getting faster. Let's see if we can find this thing. We're really close to it. Around the corner, perhaps. Yep, right here. This little live thing. Oh, Ricard is just smashed in there.
So get rolling if you want to find the live
reward. All right, we'll open it up by holding A.
You found it.
And we got a live reward. So there you go. Loot boxes in the game confirmed.
You can always use your radar to find them.
Always use your radar to find them. All right, so that's pretty much jet boat racing, which is a lot of fun. I love the aspect of having
every time you set
all three of these in here.
It's uploaded to the live app so you can share it with your friends.
Okay.
Give them a chance to beat you, if they can.
If they can, yeah. Exactly, right? So we're in a free world, free roam thing here, as you can see. Photo op nearby, fly to the Condor. Not really worried about that. We'll hit the back button here, and we're back in our map. Look at that. We're just outside of Big Sur there. So let's move along. We'll do airplane racing next. We have either Lake Tahoe or we can go down here into Texas and race. Let's do Texas, and I'll show you the airplanes. Push it to the limit. We'll travel there. And here we are.
Welcome
it's
to
pretty
Monument
fast
Valley,
loading.
one of the most beautiful places in the country.
From place to place.
And a place where you can really push your limits.
But look how beautiful.
Find out what they are.
This is a Edge 540 airplane. You would, if you follow the Red Bull Air Racing, you would know with this airplane, that's for sure. And check it out. The insides are absolutely fantastically built. Look at this. I mean, we cannot deny that. Sure, we have, you know, arcade physics, but it's a fun game to play. All right, I'm good to go. Let's go ahead and go to this view here and push it to limits aerobatics. Let's just get going here. And we have our rudder here with the left bumper, right bumper. Normal or hard? We'll go on normal on this one. All right, starting right here. So here we go.
2, 1.
Get 1,500 points. All right. Vertical up. You got it. Let's listen to what they want us to do here, I guess. Vertical up is going. There we go. We want to roll, so we can hit left on the stick there, and we can do smoke. There's a roll right there. They were happy with it. Full lateral roll. Okay. Go up, over, and around. And each one of these views, let's turn this way. Each one of these views do something different. You can see our smoke there. All right, let's do a loop. So let's do this in the inside view. Got our speed there, and let's go straight on back. Be looking at our little triangles on the side there. Let it come on around this way. We'll follow our smoke trail down and complete the loop. There we go. They should be happy with that, I would imagine. And they don't seem to be. Oh, they want another one? Okay. Maybe they just want us to do it continuously, so let's just hold it back the whole time. They didn't care about our altitude bust. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
You're playing it too safe. Take more chances. Fly closer to the ground.
All right, fly.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
You don't have to. You don't want
just
to.
Daring you to see what you got.
Okay. So they do things called sky drifting, which is basically doing knife edge passes and whatnot. You can even go into a knife flight right there. So it's basically forward slips, or air drifting they call it. Let's do low altitude. They want us to do it, so let's do it. But I like how they give you the option of having the two outside views. Let me show you. I mean, like this one follows the plane around like this. And then if you go to the other view, you have more of a free kind of feel like this, which is neat. I like the options. All right, let's do some low flying here.
Yes, that's the way to do it. Take chances.
Take chances. All right, still doing some low altitude flying here, really low to the ground. Ran out of sunlight, that's for sure. Touch and go, okay. Slow down here. They want us to just do it anywhere, I guess. It's coming on down like this. And we go to the outside view here for this. Back to power, and we're up. Touch and go. We got it. Check out the lights at night and the moon is up. It's just a beautiful game. It really is. Oh, they want 2 touch and goes and 2 rolls. Okay. Now let's do a touch and go this way. 10 seconds left. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, get down, get down, get down. Get down, Goblin. Come on down, you son of a bitch. Nope.
It's simple. Doing things gets you followers.
All right. We didn't get the last touch and go one, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
Cool new things where you can earn even more followers and bucks, big bucks, which we can use to buy all the cool stuff we want.
There you have it. Okay, well, and they just throw you right back into the game. See, like the game is always running live like this, and we can kind of just do whatever we want here. We could even take off and go flying again if we wanted, like we're doing right here. Doesn't take much. Go check out the lights at night. Real Civ Ryan friend request. Look at that. Civ Ryan wants to be my friend. I will have to accept that here in a little while. But look how gorgeous this game is. It's just beautiful. You see the city lights out in the distance like that. Flying at night. All right. So let's go ahead and hit back on our back button there. And we'll zoom out. Okay, now we're in Dallas, Texas right now, and I want to show you something that you can do in this game. You can change between different vehicles quite quickly, actually. So say we're right here and we're like, hey, I want to get in the air and get the hell out of here. We hit the right stick and then we press up onto the airplane, and look at this. We instantly change into an airplane and we can take off just like that. So you can switch in and out of vehicles that way. We can jump into our boat, actually. Let's do that. Around this way, and we'll do the same thing. We'll click the right stick here, and we'll go over to boat, hold it down, and we drop right into the water in our boat. Pretty cool feature in the Crew 2. Let's get back to some racing. All right, we are going to take my Mustang GT out for the South Street race here.
The champion made his bones.
Yeah, we'll do normal for now.
It's damn certain you're going to attract his attention.
Okay, you got it. Oh, look at this interior. Oh, that sounds nice. E-brake there. Okay, we have people outside and everything else. Okay, here we go.
2, 1.
Okay. Reach the top 3. Ooh, Focus RS. In the gray color. Around these people. All right, can we go through that? I think we can, but... Now, this game is very arcade-ish in the fact that, you know, the world is pretty destructible. You can destroy everything for the most part here. The cars have a very heavy feel to them. I was very surprised by that. Normally, they don't have a very heavy feel. But these do feel like you're actually kind of driving a car, and a little bit different than from the last Crew. So you actually have to slow down for corners, which is kind of a nice thing. You can't just go balls to the wall the entire time. Oh, okay. We're in an airport here. McCarran International Airport, Arabian Airlines. Okay. Well, look at that Las Vegas Strip. That looks awesome. Looks really cool, actually. See, we have to hit the brakes there. Now the AI they'll cheat. They'll go between certain places. There's shortcuts and stuff like that you can do. You would have been dead in real life, dude. Out of the way, people. Got a package, people. A little bit e-brake there. Even some drift. Dare I say drift? Okay. Let's check out the interior a little bit here. Pretty much the same circuit we just drove here. You're dead. In real life, they would have been dead there. This turn right here is like, doozy. You're dead. Actually dead. Okay. Full nitrous. Try to keep that lead on him here. Let's go back to the outside view for you. Oh, man. We would have ripped the whole back end of our GT off just like by doing that. Oh, that's cool. It's like a Seahawk there. About to take off. Checkpoint. Time extension. Those old arcade games like that, Ridge Racer and stuff. Come a long way since then. I'm pretty positive you can go through that Eiffel Tower there. Classic Eiffel Tower, right? Out of the way, people. Oh, you little bitch. You gotta be. He stole it from me right at the end. Travis, you're a jackass. He came out of nowhere. He must have saved his nitrous up at the end. But as you can see, you still have control of the car under these in these screens. I know it's a small thing, but it's really relieving, honestly.
Parts you can use to upgrade your ride.
It's really nice, actually. Gives you something to do in between things.
Up till now, we've only gotten green loot, but other colored loot has even cooler stuff.
Oh, Lord. More loot. Always with the loot. All right, let's move along here. We've completed that. And we can go out here to something else. We have some off-road stuff to do. Got a Mercedes-Benz X rally. We got some rallies over here. Where's this at? This is located outside of Nashville. Oh, let's do this one. Okay, high-speed drifter. Travel to it. Let's do it. All right. Now when we go straight forward, it should change our car. Yep, our vehicle gets insta-changed out to this thing.
Only the top races get to run.
We could switch vehicles. We could have this, or we could drive the F-150 Raptor race truck, which is absolutely awesome looking. It really is, but it's got a top speed of 99 and 450 brake horsepower. This one has 118 and unknown brake horsepower, so greater than 118 miles an hour. We're gonna go with this thing for sure. But I wanted to show you the different vehicles.
Says something about you. Don't get too cocky.
All right, I'll try not to. Is that a bear up there? Looks like even a bear in the air. That's either a horse or a bear. That's a bear. That is definitely. It's a bison. Okay, it's a bison. All right, let's go up here. That's where they want us. On the starting grid.
2, 1.
Okay, we need to beat 316, 162. You can see right there. That's a ghost vehicle.
It's all about finding your own way.
The
out
deer.
there.
So you're basically in these game modes racing a ghost. So it's kind of disappointing. I'm not sure if there's other off-road style events that will allow you to do that, but we'll have to see. So basically, they give you a lot of options when it comes to how you run these rallies. Kind of choose where you want to go. This thing actually has some pretty good turning radius on it. The Ford F-150 Raptor, when I did it in the intro missions, oh man, that thing had no steering ability, especially at high speeds. It was a mess. Big splash. Watch out for the tree. This thing likes to hunt for them. I don't see that ghost anywhere either, so that's another good sign. You know, as beautiful as the game is, that balloon right there looks a little off-putting. It's a little unfinished. Oh, Fox move. He did. We hit a big jump right here. This way. I looked at the water and I was like, oh, that water's beautiful. Let's go drive into the water. And it's not a good idea. Out of the way. So there you go. AI car completely stopped after I smashed into him. Let's do a little bit of inside view here so we can see what the sense of speed is like. Not too shabby. Got a little bit of motion blur happening there on the edges. Not very much though. I'm not a fan of motion blur, so it's good to see games that can run this smooth, not needing that to mask it. Another peeve is that the game by default will run in 30 frames per second. You need to go into the options and change that to 60. So keep that in mind. I did talk to Bugs, and we're going to do some racing in this game together for multiplayer. We have that and some other multiplayer content shortly coming your way here on the channel. But okay, boom. I've just been so busy doing all sorts of different series on the channel. You know, I talked to him. I was like, "Did you get the crew?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Wow." Okay, insta stop right into that thing. Well, we got that. Look at that. We got 15,750 Bitcoin. And we have some loot. But let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to do a cross-country tour. We can just do a free, you know, ride from coast to coast and explore the different places. There's a lot here to see. You got Amarillo, you got St. Louis, you got Chicago, Detroit, New York, and you have to zoom in to get these other little smaller ones. But it's basically a big watered-down version of the United States, as you can see. But the last crew had quite a bit of content to explore. And even here, we've got Cape Canaveral here. You can zoom in and check out the map anytime you want and move it around with the sticks here. And look at that. We got Kennedy Space Center right here. Pretty cool. And this is Florida for the most part, all the way down to Miami. You see Miami Beach right there. So it's a very, very condensed map, but when you're on the ground, you don't really notice it. It's a very flowing map. All right, so we did all of that. We've pretty much completed all of the racing events, the different style of ones that there are. South Strip Street Race, we've got on that. Got another. So you can, looks like you can redo the same ones you just did. Motor Trend Classic Challenge Street Race up here in New York. Let's check out New York City before we call it an episode. How about that?
Cars, who doesn't love them?
Who doesn't love them?
Who doesn't want to race them?
And we need to get some more street races done so we can unlock some different vehicles. Do we have any options here? Nope. It's only this one.
It's a dream race, so go enjoy and win.
It's the same garage as what we had in Las Vegas, actually. Oh, this is the starting grid, it looks like. Right here. Oh, look at these classic cars.
2, 1.
All right. Let's do some city racing here in New York City.
Make the streets your own.
I will try. So the storyline is pretty much that classic, you know, we want you to be the best racer ever, get some followers, make some money, unlock this, unlock that. The drifting is pretty fun. It's got a good handle, good feel to it. Beautiful car right there, that Mustang. Out of the way, person. Dead. Okay. So clearly no cosmetic damage or anything like that. What a Peugeot? What is that? Let's go around this guy. Boy, we are really killing it on this highway. This reminds me of Grand Theft Auto 4. I mean, it's New York City, of course, but okay. You got to really slow down for these corners. I'll tell you that right now. Used a lot of my juice there. Let's try to cut this corner a little bit, like they like to do to me.
I don't know how you're doing it, but keep it up.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, hard left here. Have to really slow down for these corners. Oh my God, we just ramped the shit. And we wrecked the car. Well, we lost this race. One mistake, and it's all over. We might be able to get it back, though. We're only 58% of the race. Still getting used to these, the handle of these cars. They're pretty heavy feeling. Let's slow down here because I know that. I don't know how these guys are taking these corners at these speeds, but they are. Now, the game is so beautiful, it's hard to not look around. All right, we need to get at least third out of this. I mean, come on. Out of the way, Amy, and your slow Porsche. Slow down here. Man, you just can't make that turn. In this car, at least. We're going to have to really cut some corners here. Don't make the same mistake we did last time. Oh, we'll get second out of it. That's okay. No, third. Same thing. It's the feel of this car. It's just slides so much in that corner. But we'll take it. Okay. Slow down. Now, I wonder if we hit that loot crate. Yeah, okay. So when you hit it, it unlocks both things. All right, so that's pretty much the first look at the Crew 2. Let's go over to vehicles. I'll show you what you have here to choose from. You've got Cadillac, Acura, Abarth. You got Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin. You've got all sorts of these different manufacturers. We can go to vehicles here and actually look at a lot of these things. These are the ones that I have. So with the Deluxe Edition, this is one of the free cars they give you. I have a Ferrari 458. We've got the buggy that you've seen. We raced that today. There's the Ford Raptor race truck if we want to race that. It's an absolutely amazing looking model. Then look at this thing, Abarth 500 monster truck. So you have that. You've got our boat that we used, our airplane, and oh, check this out. We got a PC-21. We have a PC-21. Look, we have to fly this thing. Oh, trying to kill me, are we? Okay, landing gear kind of goes up on its own. Okay, that session friend system thing at the top right, a little bit much. I'm gonna look into actually getting the getting some of this stuff off the screen. I know there are some options for that. There's an airport down here. That's cool. Let's try doing a landing in this thing. Oh, check out the interior of this thing.
Don't forget, you can open the map and see if there are any activities available anywhere. Not that just pounding around isn't fun.
You got it. That's what we're kind of doing right now. We're just enjoying. There's an airport down there. This is like JFK, actually. Yep, because there is the beach. All right, so I believe landing gear down is down on the D-pad. Nope. Left on D-pad? Nope. Definitely not left on the D-pad. I don't know what left on the D-pad did.
That's the photo app. With this, you can grab
That's the full. Oh, you can take photos.
You can capture moments for the photo album. And if the picture's a tough one to take,
oh, that's
don't
cool.
worry. You can go back and forth on the timeline to find that one perfect moment.
Okay. Zoom is what? They don't really tell you. Oh, do they not have a zoom option here? Doesn't really look like it. Forward and rewind. Oh, you can rewind your. Oh, that's really cool. I can do that. Did not know you could do it. Settings. Zoom's right here. Okay. There it is. You have tilt. You have grid. So you can do rule of thirds. That's super cool. That is really cool. And now you can move it around and kind of get your own shot here. Look at that. That's pretty incredible that you can do that. Very neat indeed. All right, guys. Well, we've looked at a lot of things here in the Crew 2. Let me know if you want to see more in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Take care.